We have had an endless stream of members of Congress and the United States Senate on here over the past 2 or 3 years, and whenever they are asked the question, specifically, what would you cut to trim spending in the federal government? Everybody agrees it's a huge problem. We have to soak our faces in cement here on the set to prevent ourselves from laughing out loud at the non-answers we get. So my question to you, long-winded question here, is can you please, I'm begging you, give me just one program you'd cut. We'll start with just one program you'd cut.
Well, there are lots of programs I would cut. I would begin by an across-the-board cut on all spending because I think we need to spread this. You know, in 1994, when I was elected, in 1995, we cut spending. We went out across America, and we told Americans that we were going to cut spending. And if you look at the growth of federal government, it went like this until 1995. It went flat for 2 years, and then went back up. Every single person we talked to said, don't cut my program. But every single one of them, and we did hearings across the country, said, you know what? If you cut my program at the exact same percentage that you cut every other program, then I could live with that. The truth is that people are advocates for each of their programs. Teachers are advocates for teachers' programs. The handicapped are advocates for handicapped programs. There's every single advocate for their own program. But if you spread the so-called pain and simply say, look, we're going to treat everybody fairly and cut across the board, I'd say 5% across the board tomorrow, on every single program, including defense, then you'd begin the process in the right direction. And Governor Christie said it right. Politicians that don't have a spine need one. The reality is, and he adverted to this, every single American is suffering right now because of mistakes made in this town, because a government extended credit and pushed banks to extend credit to people that didn't deserve credit. Now Americans are suffering, and government doesn't back down. Government spends more and tax more and hands the bill to our children and our grandchildren.
We need transparency.